So I want to mention some. I want to talk some about the blood thing here in New York City. You talked about this a little bit, um, particularly around getting your respect and from other areas, and then going out to Cali doing a record with Game. But talk about that a little bit. I didn't look. I was in New York in those some of those years, and I just knew not to wear the color.
Oh,
But I didn't see it a whole lot myself.
um, yeah, there was a point in time in New York when the Bloods hit kind of hard. Um, New York is predominantly Bloods, even still today, and there was a time where it was going crazy, and it's a little different from Cali. Not that different because you still got kids killing each other and things like that, and but New York became famous for the slashings and things like that, and then kids were trying to become part of the gangs, and there was a lot of unnecessary violence going on. And when you're so young, you're very impressionable, and you want to be a part of something, especially coming up in the hood when you have nothing. And that brotherhood, that support, that feeling welcome amongst others that come up just like you, and become something that you wanted to be a part of. It kind of looks good. It looks like a lot of love over there when you coming outside and things like that. And a lot of kids fall into that trap, and we still got the kids falling into that trap today. Even myself, I felt kind of hard. I didn't start out just naturally gang banging, and I just was always a wild loose kid in my neighborhood. I just always went for mine. I maintained myself. I knew how to hustle, and I definitely wasn't no punk. And God bless, God bless the dead, my man Light. He was very influential in my life in them days in the '90s, and probably one of the richest blood I knew. He was getting a shitload of money off of heroin, and he was gang banging like a motherfucker. Him and another partner of mine named Chili Chill, and due to us hanging out all the time and going to clubs and mobbing, and they seen how loose I was, it just came to a point where I just came outside. They're like, nigga, you blood. You can't even, it ain't nothing you could do about it. You blood from this day on. When you see us throw it up, you be putting way more work in than half these bloods that be out here and things like that. So you the homie now. When you see us throw it up, nigga, that's just that. And that's how that went.
Right.
And with that, started to come the music and the notoriety, and with the notoriety came the power, and with the power came the ignorance. And the ignorance is something that the whole rap game had a first row seat of watching. It was exciting. It was a good watch, I know. But there's nothing to glamorize. There's nothing to be proud about at this point in my life. I mean, yeah, I'm happy to still be here and escaped a lot of things that my comrades and my peers didn't get to escape, such as death in jail, and fucked up circumstances of living. But
What do you think about Bobby Shmurda and his situation? And it's a lot of
Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy Rebel were two of the youngest individuals that I've seen that were popping, and these kids had something. They were the closest thing that I've seen next to Dipset as far as being that magnetic. The kids love these dudes, and I got the chance to meet them very early in the game, and the relationship we had was real dope. And I would try to school them as much times as possible. Every time I got with them, every time they came to the studio or wherever we was at, I would just try to sit them down and try to explain to them there's a big difference between what you used to do and what you're doing now, and told them like these are the things that I had to learn. It was a little bit different for me because niggas didn't know what was going on when I was doing it, so policing them had to learn as I was going. You dig? But now they know the game, so when youngsters like you come about and follow kind of in the same footsteps because of your energy and the kids that love you all and stuff like that, they already hip to it. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of straighten up or at least fly below the radar, and that was something that them kids couldn't do. They was too far blown to try to fly below the radar, and as talented as they were, they had no guidance like we didn't have any guidance as far as Dipset. These were young individuals who did something fresh out the mud. It caught fire, and then the money started piling in. And when the money start piling in with kids that's that young with no guidance, all you know is ignorance. You come from the middle of Brooklyn, the worst parts of Flatbush, gang banging, etc. You dig? And you mix that with some money. And what you expect was to happen. And, a lot of people that you could ask, and I was very adamant about conversations that I had with them about trying to get them to see things my way. But, all I could do is talk to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But shout outs to Bobby and shout outs to Rowdy. Hold your head up, man. This thing will all be over soon, man. Trust me, man. Time is a thing that they like to inconvenience you of, especially in the positions of young black people with power. And I do believe that's all that they're trying to do right now is just neutralize these young black men long enough for that buzz and that following that they have die down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people think New York is fully gentrified. It's like none of this stuff happens anymore, and that really it's just the safest place on earth. But
what do you mean gentrified? Like because you see white people in
Yeah.
the midst of Bed-Stuy or white people in the midst of Harlem? I don't know if it's gentrification because, there is gentrification, but I don't know how great of a place New York that makes New York when you still dealing with a hood that has white people in the same block that black people still get killed on. You heard? It's kind of fucked up because the kids in the hood or the people in the hood, they trying to avoid shooting the white people, but they still shooting at the black people. But they know if they accidentally shoot a white person, they gonna get a shitload of time. It's funny. So if that's what you call gentrification, cool. You know what I mean? My whole thing about it is that I wish with all the gentrifying, if that's a word, and all the construction and all the new buildings and all the new job opportunities, I wish they'd hire my people that are actually living in these communities that they're gentrifying. They actually give them an opportunity to stick around in the community and do something good in the community. Because we've been in the communities way too long when they were looking like shitholes and they were all run down. And now that you want to fix it up, you kind of want to push us out, or you kind of don't want us to be involved, or you kind of don't want to cut a check for us. And these are our neighborhoods. Who else know these blocks like us? There's a community here already. Y'all moving into our community, so.
Now on your album, you get like lyrical, like you know what I'm saying, like yeah, it's some stuff you had to hit me with, like I didn't even catch some of the lines
But that been going on forever. I'm not the average rapper. Not gonna quote unquote and sell myself and tell niggas, yeah, I'm way iller than you. I'm the illest nigga in the rap game. Listen to the lyrics and all that. I'm gonna do my music and I let the people decide that. But me in my heart, I know that when it comes to doing music and sparing lyrics or bars, as they say, I've been one of the illest for probably about the past 8 to 10 years right now on my calculation. And you could pull up damn near any record that I've done and I could break it down for you where you probably be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And that's just it about music. But when you're not considered as the, people don't dive into the lyrics like they need to and shit like that. But y'all rewind some of my music and dive in, get you some bars. You heard?
Talk about Ballin' as a hit, like the impact of that record, like is.
The impact of that record is so impactful that I hate that record right now. Literally. But it's a great thing. That record have took me around the world, showed me so many things that most people wouldn't see, whether you're an artist or a regular person and things like that. It's the #1 record damn near in the world. It was like, it's nothing you could do about that. I call it a Michael Jackson hit because no matter when they play it now or 20 years from now, it's still going to bang. And jump shots still going to be in the air, and it's still going to be a balling event. I love it. I thank God for me being able to actually get that record off. It put me and put my family in a whole another position of life, and a different lifestyle that we live in. Like I said, only thing that I wish, well, not even wish, because I had a ball spending all the money. But when you come up in our culture, you don't learn too much about finances. Most we learn is how to spend it. We don't know how to save it and flip it. So it took me a long time to learn about my money and how to make it work for me instead of just spending it.
I got an idea. Maybe you could license the record out to the Golden State Warriors, and then you could get a whole nother level to it.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. It's funny because when I did ball in the NBA, actually said to me that they don't endorse rap music. When I was trying to get all the sports, when football adapted it,
Right.
next step was NBA and all that, and they kind of blocked me out. I don't know if it was me. Maybe if a Diddy or somebody else would have did a ball and they might have accepted it then,
Right.
but kid from Harlem that was gang banging came out with a marvelous song. They didn't want to support it, but it was all good.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
It's all good.
All right. Well, look, you got any final words that you want to say to the people about the kitchen?
Man, yo, go get that kitchen, man. Get you a plate, eat up. It's food for thought, man. I mean, it doesn't matter what walk of life you from. Just matters you trying to hustle out here and put yourself in a better position. You know what I mean? And like I said, we all have vices, man. Indulging is one thing, abusing is another. You know what I mean? Read between the lines, man. If you're gonna hustle, hustle. It's hard to hustle the drugs and abuse them at the same time. Let's get this paper. Let's put our people in a different place. Like he was talking about with the gentrification, don't be scared of that. Adapt to it. You know what I mean? Like, learn something from these white people. They've been making money and getting checks for a long time. These are the people that have financial guidance. They've been taught since younger how to save and make that money flip. So maybe we can learn something from them because we didn't have that guidance. We were taught to shine, spend that money, go get a new car, get some new kicks, try to get some hoes. You heard? You dig? Let's get some buildings and shit like right now. Then you fill a building up with some hoes and go buy some new sneakers and see how that do for you. You heard me?
Yeah. Yo, speak on that. Yo, obviously you don't make all your money from rap,
No.
right?
No.
Give us a gem or two, man. Like,
Well, in the past few years, I've just planting seeds around different businesses and things that I like to do. So by the time I actually finish with the music, these things I'll be making money where I don't even have to worry about it. So, I've dived into the clothing industry. I've dived into fitness. I've dived into the oil business, which is dope. Shouts to my man Ellie. He's a very smart Bahamian brother that I've gotten to get very close to in the past few years, and he's a testament to me as to making a shitload of money, millions of dollars without giving a fuck about music, entertainment, and nothing. Like, it's just business. It's business. And when he step in the club, people think he's a rapper as many bottles as he buy. You dig? They like, wait, they don't know what's going on. They don't know he do oil. They don't know what he do. They just know that man stepped in the club and just popped a 20-pack and he ain't sweating. You heard? And this is what life about. Like, it's about that. Like, the lifestyle that we live. Like, I don't want to rap for the rest of my life, but I do love the lifestyle that I live. So I want to be able to maintain that. And maintaining that is going to take some checks. And to take checks is going to take some business. And music should just be a stepping stone for you to do whatever it is that you could get your hands on. And take every opportunity you can. You dig? And just go hard from there.
you have vampire wear too.
Yeah, that's the clothing. Vamp
Yeah.
Life.
Vamp Life. Yeah.
Vamp Life, Success and Enemies, Vamp Fit. I'm going, man. There's a few more other things. Some more television shows that we about to produce. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm getting older. I'm getting smarter. I'm looking good. You heard me?
Yo, you ain't, you know what I mean, ain't no dude like that.
Nah,
you know what I
man,
mean?
nigga.
But I'm just saying.
It's all good, nigga.
You know what I mean?
It's all good.
You got a workout regimen or anything like that?
Yeah, man. Health is wealth, man. I've been working out for a minute now. It just seems like, with the past social media and IG and everything, it just starts to put a real view on the kid in the gym and shit like that. But yeah, I encourage everybody to get up and try to get some working out in, man. You know what I mean? This is what keeps me young, man. I've been around for a long time, and for me to maintain that is me jumping in the gym and keeping the heart rate growing and getting busy. You heard? But don't push up and get body dunked.